Currency is the medium of exchange. It doesn't matter if it's paper, coin, or anything, okay? Well, today we are going to discuss about Africa's strongest currency. And guess what? How strong is your country's currency or your neighboring countries around you in Africa, okay? So I'll jump on this post on X that talks about Africa and African news as usual. African Fact Zone, and they shared about Africa's strongest currency. So let's dive into it and see. All right, so African Fact Zone came in and says Africa's strongest currency. So we have one Tunisian dinar, which is $0.32. So actually, they rank the country's currency against dollar. All right, so that's why we have the dollar sign there. Well, number two, we have Libyan dinar, that is $0.21. The Moroccan dirham, that is $0.099. And we also have the number four, we had Ghanaian cedi, Seychelles ruby, and the Botswana pula. So there's three countries that are ranking for number four position, okay? So that one is 0.073 each dollar, okay, so 0.073 each with a dollar sign in there. So number seven, we have Eritrean nakfa, which is $0.066. And then number eight, we have Namibia dollar, Eswani langan, Lesotho loti, and South African rand. So number eight had four countries actually: the Namibia, the Eswana, Lesotho, and then South Africa. All of them had $0.054 each. Okay. Number 12, we have Sao Tome Dubra, which is $0.437 each. Then number 13, Zambian kwacha, 0.037 each. Number 14, Mauritanian Alguaya. How do you pronounce that, people? Well, sorry, Mauritanians, I don't know how to pronounce this. So they had $0.025, and then 15 we have Egyptian pound, Mauritanian ruby, which is, so these 15 had two countries here, the Egyptians and then the Mauritanian, which is $0.0021 each. All right, so there you have it. These are Africa's strongest currency, the top 15. There you have it, okay? A lot of countries were representing from North Africa to Central Africa to West Africa to the South Africa to the East Africa. A lot of countries were represented in here. All right, so I hope you noticed something here. Every country had the dollar sign there, which is, I mean, the country's currency was ranked with the dollar, though. We all know how powerful and popular the dollar is right now. It's like the medium of exchange for a lot of countries here. So if you are being grouped with the dollar, they shouldn't get mad about this. I know some people who are mostly Africanistic would start talking about why is our currency being grouped with the dollar or being against the dollar. Well, for now, this is how it goes about that, okay? And as you can see, too, the stronger your currency that appears close to the dollar, that means the stronger your currencies, too, or your country's currency. So there you have it. These are Africa's strongest currencies that was shared by African Fact Zone, and I'm here to share with you my favorite or my lovely listeners who are actually in for Africa and African news. I hope you're enjoying this. Let's continue. All right, so under the comment section, as African Fact Zone shared this post, I know some green country was not present in that list of African strongest currency, the top 15, okay? So they were not part of it. And mostly, we all know how loud and how popular they are on the internet. So these people came under the comment section and they had this to say. So on my first read, I'll go in a person by the name goes to Schools in Niger. Man came in and says, the value of the Ghana cedis is artificial. I believe you have noticed the gradual but steady depreciation in its value over the years. In due course, it will return to its true value. Well, that's what man is saying. Man is saying that the value of the Ghanaian cedis is artificial, though. The thing is, I found it funny and I found it sad too. I don't know how I feel about this, but there was 15 countries listed here. Man doesn't have a problem with number one, number two, number three, but had a problem with number four. Even the number four too, they had 4 countries competing in number 4, and man still sat line and chose Ghana out of them. Damn, Nigeria. What is this? So man is saying that the Ghanaian cedi is actually artificial. There's nothing about this. You all are seeing how gradually the cedi is depreciating against the dollar. That's what bro is saying. But someone came replying to him and said this. Watch it out. Bro says that, isn't our Naira depreciating too, or is our currency value artificial too? Well, that's a question here too. Man is saying the Ghanaian cedis is artificial because they have redominated some zeros out of it. So now this Nigerian brother also came and asked him that, if Ghana cedi is artificial, what is wrong with the Nigerian Naira too? But because it's also depreciating. But we have not done any removal of zeros too. What is wrong with the Naira too? Come on. There's no need to be saying this. We are all Africans. I found it hard to notice why, bro, start line number 1, number 2, number 3, and even the number 4 too. There were 3 countries in the number 4 category. Why should bro only outline Ghana and then talk about the Ghana cities? Come on, Nigeria. It's getting too much. I know it's banter, it's fun, and I love it though, but you can't go away with those 2 countries. They always banter about almost everything. This is fun. This is so fun. Alright, so this one also came and had this to say. Man says, none of them is used for transactions worldwide like the Naira. Naira is more recognized in the whole of Africa compared to any other currency. Yo, man is saying that all the 15 currency that was mentioned in there is not known anywhere, only in their countries. But you know what? The Nigerian Naira that was not mentioned is the most known currency from Africa, okay? And man is saying almost every part of Africa uses the Naira. Well, an African brother had a different point of view with the person's comment. Man came in and says, that is what you think. We only see Naira in the Juju movies. Yo. Bro is saying that is what bro thinks. They only see the Nigerian Naira only in the Juju movies. Like some kind of Patience Azonko or some local kind of movie too. Only that. They don't see the Naira anywhere else. Well, it's quite debatable though. But I don't know why bro thinks that other African countries use the Naira. Which country uses the Naira for? What again? Maybe you are going for exchange. Even Ghana here that we actually have a lot of things to do in Nigeria. We change, if you have a business in Nigeria, you have to do, you change the city to the Naira and use it. But I don't even change it here. You go to change it in Nigeria itself. But I have never seen somebody even in Ghana here using the Nigerian Naira here. It's not that common. Sorry, bro, it's not that common here. I don't know about any African countries though, but for Ghana here, it's not that much common. And man is saying that we only see the Naira in the Nigerian Juju movies. That was harsh. That was so harsh, bro. Chill. All right, so this one also came in and says, the real honest issue is that the dollar is overvalued. Well, my brother, it saddens me sometimes to see that the African currency is being compared or being go against the US dollar, because the US dollar has been like the benchmark for almost trade right now. But it's so sad that Africa, with all the resources, the population, everything we had, the human resources, we got almost every resources the world needs. We get the human resources, the golds, the mines, the oil, the bauxite, the timbers. We have almost everything. And why are we still not that strong? Or how does African countries need to be compared to the US dollars? What is wrong with us? Why can't we just come together and form one great currency? If we cannot form a country because we don't agree to each other, but what about the currency too? Why don't we all eat one currency? What's up with that? Then we all back the whole currency with our human population, with all the golds and all the things we have, and then make the country great, or the currency great. At least we may be respected a little, because how we are doing things right now is we have so much divisions in Africa here, and I hope our leaders will sit down and have this into their minds, because the dollar is so overrated, Charlie. It's so much overrated. It's so much overrated. And then secondly, that if the dollar rises, African countries will be crying right now, like what is happening in Nigeria and Ghana right now. The dollar is now beating the city, and you don't have nothing to do right now. The country is getting worse every day because the dollar is rising. Come on. We need to do something about this, seriously, all right? All right, lastly, this one also came in and says, we shouldn't be comparing our African currency with others. We have the power to trade without exploitation. Well, that's it, brother. That's the same thing I was saying here. We shouldn't really be discussing this, but that's how the world is right now, okay? The dollar seems like the benchmark for trade, and so therefore we need to have this insane and have this to do. But as I said, Africa really needs to trade with each other, and also we all cannot, even we don't form one government or anything. For the currency, the whole of Africa Union should sit down and bring one currency that will be backed by all the people of Africa and backed by all our resources with one serious currency, Charlie. We need to save our economy. We need to save our economy, because it cannot always be when the dollar is rising, we are dying. And when the dollar is falling, then we are rising. It should not be like that. Okay? If we are, for the sake of we are not going to be peaceful, we are not going to live together, we should actually come together for this idea. We need to let the whole Africa one currency. That's what I mean for that one. Okay? But if we are not going to have a long kind of debate to have one African together, and that's not working anytime soon, let's just start with making our currency one. Or how bad is it? Okay? Let's do that. All right? So my name is Rashi Essay, and I was here to share with you Africa's strongest currency, and there you have it. Okay? Hope you enjoyed the show. Follow for more, and let's have fun, and let's discuss about Africa and African matters. See you guys around.